Hello there, how are you guys today? If I can get click the right buttons here, we'll be fine. So just logged in, everything needs doing. Where are we today? I feel like I need to just take a deep breath and reassess all the things. We got a ton of flowers. I still haven't harvested these. This event is going to be over in just a matter of minutes, I think. I probably should just get that done. I haven't done these in forever. This is still up here. You know what I really want to do? Oh, wow. I just noticed not a single animal ready that's needed for a quest. I don't know if that's ever happened to me in this farm before. I really don't think it has. Wow, that's just a whole bunch of I don't even know. All right, well, we can start here. We have a thing to do. Let's start here. And which plant was it? It's the ones I'm looking at. Whoops. Oh, and we've got some red peppers we could be, or yeah, peppercorns. Ooh, pepper. I love pepper. There's a place I just discovered. Okay, new place to eat I discovered yesterday. I was coming back from a doctor's appointment, and I saw along a road just not far from my home either. It's a chip stand. And it's definitely along the way between my doctor's and my house at any rate. And it says chip stand. And I went, oh, well, that's cool. Now, I'm going to be honest. The only reason I turned around and went back to look is because I never get out of this house. And I have a weekly medical appointment. I've got to get some physio and some work done on things that are messed up with this old body. And when I on the way back, I often find I'm driving in long, circuitous ways just so I don't have to get home right away. It's the only time I ever leave the house. And, you know, I'm never in any particular hurry to come back. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to turn around and go look and see what they have. That's all. Being, you know, kind of on the way home, maybe next week I could I could have a stop, you know, and pick up some fish and chips or something if they have that kind of thing, right? So it's on one of the main roads here in town, and it was quite busy. So I ended up just going up to the next light, making a turn, you know, turning around and coming back out on the light because the traffic was so bad. I thought if I don't have a light to turn around, I'll never get back on the road. So I get back to the place and I pull in and I'm sitting there reading their menu, and they had it was a really kind of eclectic mix. There's some Indian food, there's burgers, there's, you know, various hot dogs, chili. They have a lot of different kinds of poutine, which was interesting. They have 2 kinds of fish and chips they offer, and lots of different combos, and they had samosas. Now, samosas are one of my favorite foods in the world when they're done well. I'm really picky. I'm going to say that 95% of all the samosas I've ever had in my life were very much like, well, this is edible. I'm not really fond of most of them. But when they're done well, I can't get enough of the darn things. When I'm in Scotland, there's Air India is a restaurant that has two outlets in Ayr, and they are like my favorite hangouts. I go so often to the one, and they have all these afternoon specials, right? And for something like £8, I can get this great big meal and a drink. They always give me a drink for free. I'm talking wine or a glass of whiskey at the end or something. So I can go in and spend the equivalent of, you know, $12 or something once a week, and it's my big day out. But I get this amazing meal, and then they always give me free booze. So they like me because I'm there all the time, right? And I was doing a lot of writing at their place. I would go over and have the afternoon special because I don't usually eat 3 times a day. I'm very much a 1 or 2 times a day person for food. And so if I ate in the morning, I'd go there in the afternoon, and then I'm done for the day. So it worked out pretty well for me. So I'd sit there and I'd have their afternoon special, which, you know, I can skip lunch and skip dinner and just have this instead. And the place is quite you know, quite empty because most people don't eat at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'd sit there when I was done and I'd write. And I'd get all my manuscripts and stuff out, and I'd be writing and rewriting and trying things, and I'd just spread papers and notes and pictures and diagrams and stuff all over their tables. And they used to just think it was so cute. And then and then that's when they started bringing me booze, right? It's like, you look like you could need a drink. It's on the house, you know. Maybe I look stressed or something. But it became a thing, so I was going almost every week. It would be my, you know, my treat to myself kind of thing. It was quite nice. But I was getting a lot of writing done there, which is very nice. But when I first tried their samosas, they were like the best thing in the world I've ever had. It was so good. So that became, you know, they just always know that no matter what I order, there will be samosas, right? So they just, when they see me come in, they just kind of nod back to one of the ladies or one of the servers and just, you know, just go put those on for her, because we know that's the thing. So by the time I sit down and get myself all sorted out, the samosas are out waiting for me. Bless them. I love it. It's so nice. But these guys had some, and they had a different kind of sauce. They said it was going to be served with maple sriracha sauce. And it's homemade. It's something they make there. So I thought, well, that sounds intriguing. I may have to come back and check this out. So I started, I pulled up to the door, like it's a chip stand, right? So I just drove by the front of it. There was no one standing there at the time. And I just rolled down the window and I said, what time do you close? And I was going to take a picture of their phone number so that I could call. And he just sort of reached out, all nicely masked, being very careful, bless his heart. But he just reached out and handed me a menu. And then I said, oh, thank you. And the number and everything was on there. And they deliver and the whole thing. But when I started to pull away, he put up his hand, wait. And he gives me this little pot of chili to taste. And it's like the best chili I've ever had. Okay, I've lived in Texas, guys. I've had a lot of chili. I know what chili tastes like. I know what good chili's supposed to taste like. I got this. This chili is good, okay? So I ended up going back last night. Red currants. Where are the... Ooh, we have agaves to do too. Black peppercorns, cauliflowers. We need 120 of them. We needed some soybeans. I thought this was... Did I look at it? Oh, that's the, yeah, that's red currant. I was thinking it was peppercorns. Anyway, the peppercorns is what made me think about the food, because the chili is quite spicy. For this area, let me put an addition on that comment. It's quite spicy for this area. It's got enough heat that you feel it in your mouth for a while, which I like. I think that's good. And the flavor was so nice. So I had an interesting dinner of chili poutine with samosas. It was very strange, but it was so good. So I'm happy. I have a new place to eat. Oh my goodness. So we have a thing right now. If I go a different way home, which I often do, again, because I'm just looking for some place to drive, so I don't have to get back in the house right away. But there's a coffee place that opened up, and it was drive-through only until about a week ago. And Essentia really loves the coffee there, so we often do a drive-through there for, you know, a cappuccino or something on the way back, but not every week, because, you know, I don't know. It's such a stupid amount of money to pay for a cup of coffee when I can go home and do it myself. But they are good. They are good. So we stop there occasionally on the way back. So now we can go either way and have treats tempting us, I'm sorry to say. But it was really good. I quite liked it. And I want to just go over and I didn't see like just a bowl of chili on the menu, but I'm really hoping that they have that, because I'm in. Sounds good to me. So I want to go and check on some of the places I've been building. I have been so focused on the train. I'm going to be honest, a lot of the things I've been building have felt like they're very much just sort of on autopilot. I mean, I'm just getting it done. You know, it's like I don't know. I'm not really, I don't feel like I'm really seeing them. Oh, we have a lot of red currants. 470. Whoosh. Okay, I guess we're doing some more. And pick them up. One more. Oh, it just changed. Well, I won't be doing some more now. We'll have to wait. Oh well, it happens. It's all good. It's about time we did some harvesting though. We're gonna let that sun come up, this beautiful golden dawn light pouring across the countryside. It's so nice. This is good. So we'll let that come up a little bit, and then I want to go check on some of these places I've been building. Our corpse garden, which is a disturbing name, but it fits. What can I say? I want to go check out the station over here, and I still have got to kind of tear apart the night station, don't I? That whole area's got to get an overhaul, and it's going to be a great big old nasty overhaul, isn't it? Wow, no kidding. Ooh. Yeah, that one's going to change a lot there, I'm afraid. But we knew that last piece was going to be the kicker, right? We knew that. We've known that for a long time. And it's like I'm going to have to face it someday. I do still have some open fields I could make some decisions about. I do have some more things. And I know that there's a lot more of those little, you know, the little bits and pieces, the, you know, the watering thing that's in the wrong place, or a plant that I've been wanting to move for months and haven't gotten to, and that kind of thing. I know there's still a lot here to do. I came across yesterday, oh no, I can't remember where it was. I came across a message that was, I'd sent to somebody saying, I think I'm going to start a new farm together farm, like today. And it was this one. And it was spring 2020, I guess. I think it's been over, is it been over a year? And it can't be. That can't be, can it? No, it can't be. I must be thinking the date's wrong. I was looking for something else yesterday, and you come across all these old messages, but I'm going to have to check that out again, or just check the playlist for this, I guess, itself, and I could go back and figure out what date I actually started this farm. Because I don't remember it all. I'm just sort of numbering thumbnails from this farm, I think, up, and I think they're all like they're 200 and something. So that definitely not over a year, because I don't think I've missed many days. I don't know if I've missed any days with this one, which is kind of wild and strange and kind of cool. But yeah, I think I want to go back and see when this actually started. People are saying, how long did it take you? And I have no idea. I actually don't know. A while? I don't have a clue. Strange. The last year and a half is such a fog in my head, though. It's just been so fucky. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. But it was. It's an appropriate comment. It may not have been nice, but it fits. Okay, so we have cacti. We can't do that. We can come down here and do these. Doop, 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 doop. There they be. The cactus is ready for harvesting. These are, yeah, I always feel like I'm just scraping the paint off my tractor with these, because they're uneven and your tractor kind of bings and bangs around there. We got a little bit of a ping pong thing going on, or pinball, more like a pinball where you're bouncing back and forth. But so what else? Anything else? Nothing. Wow. Wowzer dowzer. These are ready. That's all being sorted out. Is there nothing to pick up? There is not. So what plastic quest do I have? That's almost over, and it's been done forever anyway. Dandelions. I guess we could go add to that number. Is that important? It doesn't feel particularly important, but we could. Sure, we'll harvest all the little flowers. I wanted to come see the corpse garden anyway. So this isn't a really fancy kind of place at all, is it? It's actually pretty plain. Still, see, this is feeling like, you know, it's not done yet. Although I can't think what I would add to it that wouldn't just make it feel cluttered either, which is the other side of the coin. But it feels like I have maybe a hedge. I mean, we've got the hedge around the outside of it, and that feels pretty good. But I'm wondering about something along the walkway, maybe even one of those little separator borders along the walkway, another bench somewhere. It just feels undone. And I'm not at all sure what I would do about that without making it feel cluttered. I'm not keen on that feeling either. How about this and this? Just, we've got a couple at the front and benches. That's cool. It adds a wee dimension. That seems not dreadful. So each one of these corners now has something in it. I could do, you know, get the trees on either side. I could do something like this, I suppose. That actually feels a little better. It does. We've got, so there's something in each corner there. Having the extra bench doesn't feel too bad. It's very plain. That helps. That does. I don't know, it just feels like it's not quite there yet, and I'm having a hard time knowing what I could do about it while leaving the things that needed a home here. I mean, I can think of all kinds of ways I could change this, but they're not actually what I wanted. You know, I wanted to give these things that need a home. They're supposed to have a place to live, so I could do that. Like so, because the other trees have lights around them too, and it'll light up better at night, so that's not dreadful. And I'd kind of like to have lights near the front, maybe outside like that. There you go. That might be okay. So at night when you come in, the gate is a little more lit. You got to walk down the tracks to get to it. So this is not a perfect situation by any means either, but oh well. And if I could get a road in, oh, well, I could put a road in from the back, couldn't I? Ooh, I could. Right there. We could take these out. I could take these out real easy, folks. And it would line up with the road behind too, which is just a bonus. Not on purpose that, but I like it. And we'd have a way to come in that wasn't, you know, hauling up the train track kind of thing. That might feel better. Bush, I guess. Is that what that's called? Just bush. Yes, recycle bush. Not the bush, just bush. How would that feel? So now this is on both sides. We've got an entrance both sides. So when you look here, you can see that you could walk way over there. Now that feels more like the back, which isn't a bad feeling at all. Let's put the arch on this side too. So now when you walk in, you're coming by trees. That always feels nice. Everything else is pretty well balanced. You could have a wee walk around the outside of this. And if this wasn't just about having a home for these flowers, I would be putting a great big tree here. Absolutely. We'd pop a big U in that corner or something. Now when you walk along, I mean, you can go out the back. Oh, train's not coming. I'm going to take the shortcut, Ma. Yeah, as you do. We all do that. Everybody's walked along a train track at some point, right? Even when you know you probably shouldn't, or it's on a bridge and you get that little frisson of fear because it's like, if a train comes now, oh my God. This is better. It's still not ever going to be like my favorite place in the game, but this is definitely better. And I'm wondering if I mean, we've got the border on these anyway, and it still feels like maybe, just maybe, if we did something like this, would it be better or just cluttered? If we added a little something that gave it just a feeling of height, just something, oh, but that won't go there unless oh, it will, because I placed it the other way. Does that help, or just look like, oh, look, it's an extra line? I think it's just an extra line. Oh, God, I'm going to have to move it. Stone separator. Got it. Got it. No way. Whoa. Oh, the mad skills. Okay, well, that was unexpectedly stress-free. Okay, that's good. I approve. All right. You know what? It feels better. I'm glad I came and looked at it again, because the last time I saw it, I wasn't happy, and I can't say I'm thrilled or anything, but this definitely feels better. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to check on today. Sorry, excuse me. And then all of these guys. And I saw that comment, but if you do them on your own, you can't blame us. Don't make it so easy for me, darling. Oh my. So when we come into the station from this side, we're going to get to come by along the castle. We'll get to see the henge. That's kind of nice. We'll make a turn here. You can see the barn village over there, and poof, we're done. And then we could come along and have a cappuccino and bun. That sounds really nice. There will be a gift shop over here, a few more apart, you know, the ruins of part of the henge, or one they started and didn't quite get to. And that suits me just fine. I kind of like just having the open field along there. I think that's probably okay. I was thinking about putting a couple of flowers down, probably using the orchids again, because they have a little bit of a wild feel to them. I think back here needs, I don't know, a plant or two, a tree, oh, something. Just to have it feel, you know, like things grow as they do. Just so it doesn't look like I forgot it. That's all. I just don't want it to look like, oh, she didn't even get to that. And then we come around here and do a boop. Or we leave by the boop. This along here will need something. Do I want to keep this blip here now, though? Does it go anywhere? Does it do anything? I don't know over here yet. Well, I guess I'll have to wait and see what happens with this field. That's what I need to decide first. What is going to become of this? There are two fields here. Both of these, there's still this space here, which I may just end up leaving, but feels like it's going to need a touch or two. Then there's this. I still haven't finished around here. Ooh. The train here. Oh yeah, I moved this. Ooh, I remember. I moved this. We come along here. We got a little pond there. That's okay. Up past these. Chug chug around these rocks. That feels good. We get to see the beach. This is fine. I know this is all, you guys have seen all this before. I feel like I couldn't get it into my head. I'm just like, what have I done? I need to find out what's here so I can figure out what it is I have to do. And mostly this, I needed to harvest. I need to harvest, and I need some ideas to wake up in this old brain of mine is what I really need. I need to add stuff. What can we add? Okay, let's look at our stuff. Let's just look at what we have, folks. What do we have that we can still build with? More town things. I could just expand the town, I suppose. We could build more little homes. Like what? I think I've removed the nut farm entirely, I believe, didn't I? Which is unfortunate, but what could I do with any of this? We could, I mean, that's a bakery. We could do another pub, I suppose, someplace. Can you ever really have too many pubs? I don't think so. Of course, we can't use them in houses. We wouldn't actually be able to go into them. But we could do some sort of, we could build a brewery. Maybe we could just build a brewery. We could put some things like this down and that. Maybe. Not a bad plan. I could put a little bakery thing. That would give me, I mean, nothing much really that I need. But the bakery could go over at the castle station, so I could have a bakery for all those buns, I guess. What else could we build? We've got a massive, we don't need a carnival. We have a technical school that's got a rocket there already. We've got pirate stuff already. I could do a medieval fair type thing, I guess, something like that. Viking world. I don't know. A different garden. We could do a proper Zen garden. Maybe. Oh, that's not a dreadful idea. Where would I put it? A Zen garden, just something very quiet. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have any kind of building to go with it because the only things I have are these two. So what I would end up having to rip out something again. I'd have to take one of these houses away if I was going to do that. I mean, I could take this small one here away, I suppose, and put it someplace and then build a Zen garden around it and then change the interior to be a restaurant. That could be a thing. I've thought of that a couple of times before and just kind of never got to it. I'm not convinced it's worth the effort. The real story. And I still want to empty this, which will mean I'll have to put something back. Oh my gourd, mershbedurders. Okay, so if we are over here, this still needs to be fixed. Okay, you know what? I'm going to fix this next time. I really do. I really wanted to see what I had done recently and let this kind of start percolating through again, because I do have things I have to finish, and I'm sort of, I feel like I'm kind of grasping for ideas with the limited items that we have left. I'm going to have to stretch a little bit. I've got to get very, very clever. Somehow, some way, somewhere over the rainbow, indeed. I will try to I have to get very, very clever. I'm going to come up with something that isn't already done. I just don't want to do, well, I've already done that, but I guess I'll do it again and try to make it different, because that's not what I'm going for. There must be things I've seen on other farms that could be new that I haven't done. There must be things I haven't done yet. I'm sure of this. I just can't think of what they would be. I hope you guys have had those days too, where you know something is there, it's just not there yet, which is most unfortunate. Item limits are definitely limited. I mean, I suppose we could just do, we could build the kind of park where you've got all the little barbecue stands. Actually, that's not bad. I don't have that. The kind of park where the barbecue stands are there and you go over and there's, you know, there's different lots and you just go for the day and there's an open space to play with your dog or something. I guess we could do something like that. Because, and I have had that on other maps before and I don't have one here. So there's that kind of thing. It's not a camp, it's just a day park. You go in, you can't stay overnight. This smithy, I love this building so much. And I have put it with the horses. And I think I may have put it with a farm somewhere or not, but I think I did. But I keep feeling like I could do something with that too. Maybe I should make a riding stable. Oh, I should make a riding, that's horsey. This could be fun. We could have a little art school or something. Actually, that's not bad either. See, ideas are coming. So I've talked about a riding stable, I've talked about a park, and I've talked about a small art class sort of situation. Well, I do believe we're onto something, folks. Okay, all right. Stuff is happening. Stuff is happening. If you have ideas, I will look for your comments. Abso-freaking-lutely. Thank you heaps, folks. There is hope for me yet. I suppose we could do a yoga school, a yoga class somewhere. Put a little house and have just a little lady that teaches yoga, and all the little mats are out back, and she does the little bowls here. I can't remember what they're called. I actually have one. I love that thing. You put that in the palm of your hand and you start running the little wooden mallet thing around it, and you just start, your whole body starts vibrating with it. It's amazing. We could do Santa's Village, you know, Santa in July kind of thing. I have done that before, and I do not have one here, and I don't have any of this stuff on. So that's not bad. I've never used that. I still don't know where I'd put it that it would actually fit. I don't think I've ever used one of these either. I'm not really seeing a point to it either, though. Okay, so we have 4 possible options. 4 or 5. We got a park for barbecuing, a day park. We have a riding stable. We have a yoga class. We have an art class, and we have Santa's Village. Well, that's a start. I'm going to shut up now before I talk myself out of all of them. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your kindness and your comments. And I am really trying to catch up on comments, and I know I'm 2 months behind, but I swear I'm going to get to every one of them at some point. So I've been doing a few every day. So if you've recently heard from me, hello, it's good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the follows, the views, the thumbs up, and for being in my life. Bye-bye.